everyone. Once again, I'm back. Today, I didn't make any money, but I focused my hands on hard labor and I took the labels code and I integrated into a single thing. So now I have all the labels in one code, and the most important part, I added a label to identify the conditions of each of the 16 labels or more. They're more than 16 if you want to compare anything past 3 days. I didn't go in full, but later I will go on in full because I figured out a way of how to do it. Going, so I did that, added the label, added a white label to show green, red mixed or gray, and I made the arrow. So now, when I'm trading, I don't have to look up at the label to press the button and just do it whenever the arrow plots. Just like, oh yeah, all time series agreeing. $50 in one try. Like that. The IRA code, because I was so busy trying to fix that, I took a $3 loss today on the IRA, and it was way worse than that. I forgot about it. I clicked it. I wasn't interested in anything else because I was still testing the labels code, and I left it on. I decided to close it, and the loss was $3, but it wasn't really $3 on the profit and loss. It was like $50 on the profit and loss. So I'm saying like, what? Almost broke even. What? Fuck it, like that. So I took a loss today, not on the main port, but on the IRA testing the labels code, and it's good. That's gonna be really, really good with Enigma. Right now, the arrows basically I took all day to do that. Basically, I took all day to copy each individual code after getting to 16 and doing the labels. Only the first three were showing up. I had to check the code individually to ensure that it has the right thing, because AI started putting random ass shit in the code, like started putting random aggregation periods on that shit. So I had to manually fix the 16 to what they are. So it's a permanent, so it doesn't require input. So it's a permanent thing. And then started the count, the labels, the arrows at the end of the day. Basically, the last 15 minutes that I was in the library, the plot started working, and all that's left is fine tuning it so that the label says, so that the counter says what is active and what is not with precision. That way, the arrow plots with precision, and that way, most of the money will be made. Second to doing that is ensuring that it's only one candle and it's not double confirming the same signal. That way, it's a lot more money made than having it happen again and again and again. So the yellow arrow is mixed. So depending on where we are, let's say if we are in a downtrend and we're coming from the lowest low, from the daily low, and it's a melt up, it's likely bullish. That's what I've started to notice. Every time the arrow is yellow and it's coming from a low, it's a melt. It's a slowly climb up to a higher number until they are all turn green. The arrow turns green, and then it could be the last 10 seconds before basically $40 in an option or less, maybe like 35 options in a dollar before it goes back to mixed. So the goal is identifying these mixed time series, these full port time, not these all green, all red time series. Not all red because obviously they got some grays in between, but ensuring that they're all single color, regardless if there are grays, to start nailing excellent trades. Today I wasn't supposed to eat $10 of food, but I had to. I had to. I had a dollar soda in the morning. I had a Rockstar Energy 265, and I had 580 something. See, two, three, 580 something, $9, $10 today of money I don't want to spend because I gotta hold myself down. I gotta stay in control of my finances, and I can't afford five. I did five today because I was hungry. Tomorrow I'm going back to three. Basically, a bunch of spaghetti and some sauce, or a can of sauce. That's about it. So yeah, the market made a new high today. I said it this morning. I was sitting there. Should I short it? I made the video this morning. Should I short it? I didn't, and it would have been a $2 or more trade. It would have been a $4 trade, like that. A $4 trade, but I didn't. I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, should I short now? Nah. So based on what happened today, we might get a higher number. So the next time it happens, it's very likely I'm gonna set a short there. Maybe a 2 day or maybe a weekly short on a 10-day high, and wait 10 days to see where it heads. It has to reach a low, guaranteed. It has to reach a low. That's about it. That's all I did today. That's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I'm full. I had a bunch of bologna, a whole package of bologna. I was supposed to have only spaghetti, but I'm sacrificing myself to have sustenance. Yesterday I was so mad. I was yelling atop my lungs and I bit my tongue yelling, mad at life, mad at food, mad at buying food with no nutritional facts. Basically, if you want to listen to what I said yesterday, I might have to write a paper. Basically, the city, based on inflation and overpricing, is pricing things that got no nutritional value. See what I mean? Yesterday, what I ate yesterday was the can of beans, but the can of beans has a lot of fiber, has protein, has carbohydrates, has sugars, has fat. Everything else that's not that huge ass can of beans is not fortified. Cereal is the only thing that's fortified. See what I mean? Cereal is the only fucking thing that has calories and vitamins and minerals. Everything else is devoid of substance. In Target, everything is sugar free. Everything, not the sodas, the energy drinks, sugar free. So when you start looking around and you start checking at labels, you're paying top dollar premium for nothing. For seltzer water, seltzer water, and in Whole Foods it's worse. Nothing. A can with no calories, $4 and something odd cents. Shit's serious out here. Corruption is a big deal. Basically, I focus on that. I was mad at the deli because at the deli, I went to get an orange yesterday. I'm like, I want to get something sweet. Let me get an orange from this guy. Luckily I asked for the price yesterday. How much for this orange? $1.99. I left. The same deli that charged me $4 for 60 cents of bread. Tiny little shit that was this big and this thick. Forget about it. So you got that perspective. I got that perspective on lock. Because why? Because I pay for price. I select things based on their caloric value. Why did I take the bologna? Because the bologna's ass deep in sodium and protein. It's $3 something, but it has everything. Not everything. It's not. It doesn't. Have, it's not fortified food, but it has calories for the long run. But if I were to spend other shit, if I were to spend things not paying attention, it'd be devoid of calories, devoid of carbohydrates, devoid of natural fiber, devoid of protein, devoid of sugar. Trying to give how do you call it? Insulin sensitivity to people. Try to take. They're feeding us what they want, trying to control, manipulate what's in our body. I'm not down with that. You gotta comb the store to get a full price, not a full price, a whole item. Let's say an energy drink with sugar in it. It's gonna be one or two brands. You're not gonna find nothing else. That's the problem right there. And everything is overpriced. It's horrible. It's real horrible. Hope you guys have a good night. Definitely full. Definitely ready to take a nap. Ready to lay down. It got warm. I got to shower tomorrow. I'm already although my feet started drying up, but I think Friday is the day that I got to rub my body well and come back first week of, come back October spiffy. Because starting to get greasy. What made me greasy and slimy today was that this morning was cold and this afternoon was hot. And even in the library that I was in, based on that temperature difference, it fogged up my boots. My boots were warm; they weren't supposed to be steaming, but temperature dropped in the library, boom, all wet. It's horrible. Oh, I feel dirty now, thanks to this increased temperature difference and humidity. Hope you guys have a good night. I'm full to the rim. I feel it in my gut. I can't even lay down like this. My belly is full. Peace.